Hey guys, Diana here from Garden Love. With all this heat that's been happening and season moving on to a different season here, we're moving from summer to fall here shortly. I wanted to show you guys what the garden's looking like now that the heat got to most of these tomatoes. I'm gonna harvest those pretty soon. I'm always finding passion fruits in the ground, and there's a lot of weeding to do. A lot of things. The sun got to it. This jalapenos, they keep producing like crazy, so chilies do great in the heat. My basil is doing great as well. Need some water right now. Look at my cara orange. It even has an orange growing there. Everything in here died. We still have chilies growing in here. My tomatoes, the sun got to it. It's okay. I am going to let them be like this because basically all of this is going to shelter the remaining of the I think I just heard a mouse or a rat. Oh my god. Let's see. There's been one eating stuff for sure. I just heard it. It's gone. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to set those rat traps because it's definitely in here. So all this dry stuff, I'm gonna have to cut it off because it's ready to go. I'm definitely gonna have to do a cleaning out here in the garden to trim all of this dead stuff. My zucchini plants are dead. Well, this one isn't. It's still growing, but I haven't had any zucchinis for a while, so that's gonna have to get pulled out. My ginger, they're growing like crazy. I don't know if you guys can see them over there. I'm very excited to see what those are gonna look like. This tomato plant's also dying. Everything seems to be coming to an end here in the garden. There's a lot of weeds that grew in the garden that I am going to have to pull. There's onions that I'm gonna have to pull here shortly. My jujube is still growing. My satsuma tree's growing. This cherry tree is growing. I mean, everything's pretty good for the most part as far as the trees, but all my vegetables that are summer crops are completely done for, and as you can see, it looks very messy and wild in here like it does every year. It turns into a little jungle that I'm gonna have to clean here shortly. I had my habanero bell peppers, I believe they're called, the ones you use to do chile rellenos, and they really didn't produce much, but right now as I'm talking to you guys, I'm noticing that there's one right there. You guys see that? And I see a couple growing. So this might be some jalapeno or chili that doesn't grow well during the hot summer. Maybe it does better in spring or in the beginnings of fall. Even though it's very, very hot, it hasn't been doing very well, so now I think it's going to start producing. Obviously it needed a lot more sun because it got very leggy and it didn't start producing until it got more sun. So that might be one that needs absolutely more sun, more direct sun. Let's see, this is one of them as well. Look at this. So I just want to give you guys a little quick peek of what my garden looks like. I don't want to always show you guys when it looks beautiful. As you guys can see, it looks like a jungle here. It looks messy. There's a lot of weeding to do, and there's a lot of things to pull out because they are done for the season. It's time to start thinking about fall growing. So I haven't had time to do a lot of thinking about that, but I am going to definitely start because we need to start figuring out what we're going to be growing here in the fall. Look at that. Just a little sneak peek, guys. Look at everything's drying out. This tomato surprisingly is doing okay because it's being shaded by this apple tree that's covered by my passion fruit. I allowed it to happen because this apple tree was already dying on me, so I was going to pull it out anyways and put another fruit tree here. And for now, that's what I'm going to do. Eventually, after the growing season for the passion fruit, I am going to cut the passion fruit dramatically, about maybe 50%, so it can continue to grow and produce. Because look, it's growing. It keeps going, guys. And it's growing up on that tree. So it's a little bit too wild right now. But since it's producing fruit, I am letting it be. My 3 raised beds, my goldberry, it produced some fruit. The fruit wasn't as big as it was last year, so the kids were eating them. I didn't do a video on it, but for now it's fine. I still have my basil, some little seeds of loquats that are coming out. My ginger are growing so nice. Look at that. So there's still a few things that are thriving. My queen nectarine, as you guys can see, is full of green. It gave me tons of fruit, and I made some jelly out of it that I still have and I'm still enjoying. It's gonna be a while before I finish it. I don't eat jelly all the time, so it's staying fresh in the refrigerator. Look at that. Now, my Rio Red wasn't doing so well here, so I made an attempt to save it, and I'm going to show you guys that video shortly as soon as I start seeing signs of the Rio Red coming back alive. And I'm going to put it together so you guys can see how, even though you think a tree might be dead, it's still alive and you can still save it, even at the most drastic measures, when it's completely done from leaves and it's just a stick. Well, guys, I just wanted to do a quick little video and show you guys what the garden looks like. Even when it's at its worst, even when it looks like it's done for, they're still producing one thing or another, and it's definitely time to start cleaning up. Alright, guys, well, I hope you guys have a blessed day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of this video. Bye.